as that left full back position. Today is expected to deliver some crosses, and it makes a lot of sense because I hope for Marumo Gallants. Obviously, this is to deal with the flow of players that we're talking about, the 210. So
Dion Hotto and Co. crossbones in acknowledgement of done by Van Rooyen, and then in quarter into Marumo Gallants. Dlamini finishes it off. What a beautiful team goal from Orlando Pirates. Oh, superbly worked. And Dlamini adding to his all-time Nedbank Cup tally with a 6th in the tournament.
I know superbly is a great word to use, but I think you need a bigger and better word to describe that move. How swiftly it was done. But the two number 10s combining in that box, their abilities to arrive into that box and create this kind of havoc. Kabelo, Maswanganyi, for me, that's why they've been placed, so that they can apply that kind of pressure and entries. And this one was just unbelievable. No chance for a Ruby. Swiftly done.
Well, Orlando Pirates become the first side to breach the Gallants defense in the Nedbank Cup this season, and it's required a little bit of magic, some mastery, engineer. Now Gallants have to chase the game. They have a big opportunity here, could capitalize on the mistake. Sindami down, Sekamaka will come away with it.
Yeah, but Tilizi made that shot, that pass very short. Nearly brought himself a little pressure unnecessarily.
And Tajela keeping it alive. Squeeze it through nicely here for Mabocha. Edge of the area, Manaka. Buthelezi hangs on to it.
That is exactly what I'm talking about. We're talking about being able to manage the game in as far as keeping ball position. These are the type of opportunities that you don't want to offer as a possibility to them.
Retains possession well. For Jamani, deeming that to have been a foul from Masindi Nimtaja. Sindami going down. Free kick.
For Gallants, he's a little bit higher than he was.
Sindami in. Matlatsi's lurking. Arriving is Sitole, but he's steered it straight at Buthelezi.
That, we didn't see much of that in that first half. Explaining my point, with a little bit more advanced play from the Gallants is because of those changes in that middle.
Well, it's now a second shot that they've got on target, but neither have been of very much consequence. They made for very routine saves. Buthelezi.
A little bit higher than what it is right now.
That's why it is left for Sitole. Will try and find a teammate here. Manaka helps it on. Hato thumps it high and behind for a corner. Buthelezi with a good, strong claim. Vusi Sabir was hanging around in that vicinity. Towers above him. Evans Makgopa got himself back on side. And still Makgopa. And he goes for it with Patrick Maswanganyi on his inside, pleading for the ball.
Yeah, he's just looking for that ball to be rolled into his path. But at the same time, Makgopa thought to himself, the goalkeeper is probably blinded from where he takes the shot. And the goalkeeper can...
Given away cheaply. There's Dion Hoto. Maswangani slightly behind Evidence Makgopa, who then leaves it for Mufokeng. Ndlondlo urged to pull the trigger. Gets a deflection. And behind for a corner.
More of this type of moments, and Orlando Pirates is looking good. A mistake here by the defender, Sevilla. And obviously with Hoto playing as an inverted this time. Oh man, Makgopa going a little bit too ahead of the action.
Yeah. Philippine Gonlo pulling the trigger. He hasn't scored in his last 11 Nedbank Cup.
And he's got the 12th man factor.
Yeah.
And this is what has been lacking. They haven't been making much noise.
Oh, wonderful skill from Sindami. Free kick right on the edge of the area. And a booking for Dino van Rooyen for his tries.
No doubt.
Taking it on, Wall does its job. Not the most convincing.
An opportunity for Orlando Pirates maybe to spring an attack from such a situation. Which
this is such an opportunity. Dion Hoto stabs it towards Mabasa, but not accurate enough with that pass.
Yeah, unfortunately, Dion Hoto doesn't cut it back. He just hits the cross.
Through shootouts in their quarter-final match against Supersport United. They won't want to endure that